Hey, this is Corey from Wolfpack Woodcraft. And one of the problems that I've had is not being able to enjoy cold beverages in the woods. If you carry a big, huge cooler around, they're big, they're bulky, they're heavy. A lot of them are very expensive. If you carry a little cooler, all the ice melts and everything inside gets warm. And so I was looking for something that I could take with me and enjoy a cold beverage the next day or maybe 2 days later if I was going for a whole weekend. And I came across this little fridge and I was super excited. Now I'm going to link this mini fridge in the description box down below. I'm going to link to this exact one, and those are affiliate links, and so I get a commission of everything you buy. You don't have to buy what I link to, you can buy whatever you want. I still get credit and it really helps out the channel. But the product, this exact model, in the description box of the product it says that it is for cold, and it'll go down to 32 degrees cold, and hot, and it'll get up to 135 degrees hot. The model that I received does not have a hot mode. Okay, so I bought this with my own money. I was going to return it, but I figured it'd be more important to do a review on it and warn you guys about that, because there is no hot mode. There is only off and cold. This thing doesn't heat up. There is no heater in this thing. It does not heat up. Okay, so the description lies to you. The other thing that I want to get out there right away is when I received this back plate right here was not sealed. Okay, and so it's supposed to seal, right? It was not assembled correctly, and so I was losing a lot of cold air. And so when I initially tested it, it did not perform very well at all. I was not happy. And so I took the 6 screws out, realigned everything, got everything sealed. So once I got over the fact that it doesn't heat things up, which I was excited for because you could reheat pizza or reheat leftovers in this thing. It wouldn't be as good as a microwave or anything like that, but it'd be nice to throw something in there and kind of reheat it. And then I had to care for it. I had to take it apart and reseal it, put it back together. But once I did all of that, okay, once I did all the love and care that it needed, once I accepted the fact that I wasn't going to heat anything up, and I only looked at it as a fridge, I really like it. I like it a lot, actually. And so it has a handle, which makes it really easy to carry. It holds a 6-pack of Mountain Dew or cans, any cans of anything. And so one of the things that I tested, so when it was not sealed, okay, when it was not aligned correctly, it took 3 hours to get the cans in here cold, which was ridiculous. And then my idea was that I would get it cold and then I would just treat it as a cooler, right? It should be sealed, and so it should act kind of like a cooler. And it only kept things cold for like an hour, maybe 2 hours tops. So it took 3 hours to get it cold, and it only kept it cold for 2 hours, and I was not happy. But once I sealed it and I fixed it and got it to where it's supposed to be, it only took 1 hour to get all the cans inside of here cold. Again, the ones in the back and the ones on top, so the bottom holds 4 cans. The ones in the back and the ones on top were colder than the 2 in front, but the 2 in front were still cold. These are still cold from being in here. But what I would do is I would drink the top ones first, and then I would take the front ones and put them in the top, and then I would have 4 cold beverages. And so let's take these out so I can maneuver it easier. So it holds 6 cans of pop or soda or beer or adult beverages, 6 of them, 12-ounce cans. The other advantage to this is the shelf comes out, and then these are Ice Mountain 16.9 fluid ounces, and now these are a tight fit, but you can fit 4 bottles of water in here. Again, the back ones cool down faster than the front ones. The front ones, whether it's the cans or the bottles, are still cold. They're definitely colder than not putting them in here, but the back ones are even colder yet. So keep that in mind. You might want to rotate the water's in there. And if you like a 20-ounce bottle, I bought my son a 20-ounce Sprite just for this video. It fits in there corner to corner, and you can fit one in there. As long as it's corner to corner, back corner to front corner, you can fit one 20-ounce bottle in there. Just keep that in mind as well. I plan to only use this with cans, so for me it's not a big deal, but that is something that might bother some of you. The other thing is the lid locks, so it won't open. You actually have to twist the lock. You can twist it up or down to open it, but it does lock shut. It has a carry handle on top, so it's really lightweight and easy to carry. I can lift it with my pinky. It's super lightweight. The other advantage to this one is you can run it on 12 volt DC or 120 volt AC. So you can plug it into a wall outlet or a cigarette lighter. And for me, my idea for this unit was I was going to treat it like a cooler that I could plug into my power station. And so let's do that right now. Another important thing to mention is if you run it on the wall outlet, the 120 volt DC or AC, it consumes 48 watts. And if you run it on the 12 volt DC, it only does 40 watts. Now I did not test the DC, I only tested the AC because I figured that's how most people would use it. So let me turn on my power station. And now I'm going to let you listen to how quiet this thing is. It's very, very quiet. You probably won't hear it at all. Yeah, you guys probably can't hear it at all. So there's a little computer fan in the back. It's very, very quiet. I don't think you guys can hear it. It is, I can hear it kinda. It's very, very, it's like a little, it's like a very light computer fan. But as you can see here, I got 93% left on the RockPal. It's using 55 watts, not 48. And I can run it for 9 hours. So for me, what I can do is I can plug this in for an hour and then have cold drinks in here, and then it does act like a cooler. Once I sealed the back, it does act like a cooler, and it keeps things cold for around 4 to 5 hours. And so I can plug it in for an hour, get it cold, enjoy a couple Mountain Dews, and then go and enjoy my life, come back, maybe enjoy 1 or 2 more, and then I can plug it back in for an hour to chill more Mountain Dews. And so I can bring a 12-pack of Mountain Dew and chill them 4 or 5 or 6 at a time. And so I really like this unit. It's very quiet. It's very easy to use. And yeah, the other advantage to this thing, the thing that I'm probably going to use it for the most, is traveling. If I'm traveling over distance, I can bring a couple cans of Mountain Dew with me, and so I'm not stopping at the gas station and spending money on soda that I already own. So what else? Now it's up to 10 hours, 51 watts in 10 hours on 93% battery. So again, if it's 10 hours, I can use this thing 10 times. And so tomorrow I can plug it in for an hour, have cold drinks. The next day I can plug it in, have cold drinks. A week from now I can plug it in and have cold drinks. And so I'm really excited about this. If I'm car camping, I'm probably going to bring it with me so that I can enjoy cold Mountain Dews on that next day or 2 days later if I'm going out for a whole weekend. And yeah, so I'm not going to recommend this one. This one, it does not have hot mode, even though it advertises that it does. It needed some maintenance. It didn't come ready to go right out of the box. And so I am going to link to this one because it'll help you do some research, but I don't recommend this exact model. I recommend that you do a little bit more homework, study things a little bit, make sure you read the description, because some of them will say that it gets down to 32 degrees, and some of them will say gets down to 32 degrees below ambient temperature. So meaning if it's 70 degrees, it's only going to get down to 38 degrees, not 32. If it's 100 degrees, it's not going to get anywhere near 32 degrees. It's only going to get 32 degrees below whatever temperature it's at. So make sure you read the fine print. Make sure you read the reviews to make sure that it actually has the features that they say that it has. And yeah, so I will continue to use this one. I will continue to enjoy using this mini fridge. But do your homework, do your research, leave any knowledge or questions in that comment section, and I can't wait to see you on my next video.